Hey guys, Brent Hull Build Show at Thistle Hill. I'm going to show you some great window stuff and a secret that you won't believe, and we're still not sure we figured it out. Come join me. Okay, so we're here at Thistle Hill. This is that year-long, 2-year-long restoration that we're doing, and it's going to be in 2 phases. The first phase is restoration. So we're taking the exterior, the windows, the roof, all of those conditions, and kind of getting this back to the way it was in 1904, 1910, whenever it was taken over by the Scots. So I want to look at windows today because windows are going back in. I'll show you some of the different restoration techniques and some of the fun things we discovered, especially one window back here. So let's start at this entry hall at the top of the stairs. What you're looking at is basically kind of a faux, Palladian window, right? You have the big arch window in the center, and then you've got the 2 windows on either side. Now, what's different about this is these are stained glass, and it's typical in that Victorian period, kind of this time period, that at the stairwell, they would often have a window on a landing or above to bring light into the entry. Okay, so what you're seeing here is that configuration. The problem is it didn't really work because this window was on the outside. This window is actually in the stair hall. Okay, so you're looking at the rear stair hall of the house where the servants would go down to the kitchen. Okay, so the light's very different. And the other thing that's interesting is, see that button, that piece of hardware right there? So that means that this window is meant to pivot, okay? So there's a, you can see the mortise for the hardware here and there. That means that this window was meant to pivot and open because in 1910, they didn't have air conditioning, right? And so I can already feel the air moving up through here. So screen doors, open the doors, this house would move a lot of air. It would have been very, very refreshing. So we've got a pivot window here. Over here, there is no pivot. In fact, it's just behind and it's locked in place. And so that wasn't the situation. So what you would have is visually, you'd have these 2 lights. This one might be lit up a little bit to match this other one, but this one be a little brighter since it was on the outside. We believe that they put this ironwork on there later to keep bugs out, to keep birds out, to keep other things like that. But that was an addition that they put on top of this, so as this window pivoted. Now, let me show you upstairs. Here we have a early picture window, is what I'm going to call it. 1910, we believe this has happened when the Scots took over. And so he was a car dealer, he had money, but see this bar here, and it's there on those windows. And look where the weight pocket is, or the pulley is above, okay? So it's already at the top. This was an operable window, but it had this bar here, this transom bar. And this was a really big window, and this is almost 4 feet wide by 3 feet tall, right? Maybe even a little bit bigger than that. It was a big window that slid up and down into this space. And sometimes this would actually even go up into the ceiling. Remember, the Staub house had those windows that would lift all the way completely out of the opening. Why did they do that? So they can move more air in and out of the house. And so having this bar here and having this run up means that stylistically they can have a kind of transom with a leaded glass window above.